All right, hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. I just wanted to film a bit of an update today. Should be a relatively short video, but I wanted to show off some of the altars I've been working on. I was able to put together several over the last week, a couple of them based on your suggestions from a few of you in the comment section. So thanks for interacting. Thanks for providing a few suggestions. I think the altars turned out great. So I'll show those off and maybe chat a little bit. So we'll go over and switch to the desk cam. These are the two that I put together. You know, as mentioned last time, I'm pretty excited about Arachne. I'm pretty excited about Assassin, especially now with the new Outsider announcements and everything. Well, you know, a couple weeks old now, but really excited to see where they take Assassin. I think, you know, the class is going to be, obviously they're going to get a lot of support. They're going to be a lot of fun to play. So put these Arachne altars together based on your suggestions. So I have my young Arachne and my adult Arachne here. And I just did the mini Shadowbox altars that I kind of discussed last time as well. So same sort of idea. These are only 3 thick. So basically foil card for the background. Then just the main character for the young Arachne, I decided to keep his lanterns there as well. So, you know, Arachne and the 2 lanterns are on the same sort of layer here, right on top of that foil card, which something lantern, I can't remember not River Glow, I think that's my mat here, but can't remember the foil card in the background. Anyways, the Runeblade one. Then just the border around is the top layer, that 3rd layer. The Arachne text box is 1 deep. I also did a little cutout of the broken glass here, which I think turned out kind of cool. A little bit hard to see. And then also text box 1 deep. Ended up using 2 Arachne cards, so the borders from an Arachne as well, at Rare here, Dynasty. So that's all the correct information. You'll notice some of my borders are borrowed from other cards, which you'll see in a second. But yeah, I think it looks quite cool with the foil background there. I think that with the lanterns and the, you know, floating around in the skies, things like that, added a lot to the card. I think it looks quite cool. I think it, you know, turned out quite nicely. Again, easy to do. I'll do a tutorial for you guys on these too. The background for adult Arachne is actually Drill Shot and Archer card. I tried out a couple that I was, you know, playing around with for the background, but Drill Shot just had some cool like swirls, and I think the colors were quite complementary. You can actually see the tip of the Drill Shot peeking out on the left there, but you would never really pick that out unless I pointed it out. It kind of fits with the tattered nature of his cloak and everything anyway. So anyway, same idea here, 3 thick. Drill Shot foil in the back. Middle layer is where we have adult Arachne. Their text box 1 deep as well, just behind the border here. I played with that broken glass style as well, and the text box one deep too. This one you'll notice, so I actually cut out Assassin Hero. I didn't have that many Arachnes to play around with, so I actually stole the border, you know, the Pits border from Azalea. So you'll notice, I believe it was Azalea, but there's a Crew 119 here. And I didn't feel right leaving the token symbol down here, so I actually cut that out and painted it orange. I don't know, just for fun. But, you know, 4 intellect, 40 health. So the border I actually borrowed from a different card. I believe it was an adult Azalea, if I'm not mistaken. So those are my Arachnes that I was working on. Again, thank you guys for interacting with the videos and for providing some suggestions. You know, on that note, a few of my subscribers are actually from the local community here. You know, my first subscribers are from the local community here, and they've been great at kind of interacting and commenting and giving me some great suggestions and stuff. So, yeah, great. You know, my local meta is great. And so I wanted to give back. And so I made some altars to thank basically my first subscribers. You know, by the time this post, they'll have them in hand. This was one of the reasons I wanted to film this, so that I could, you know, give them to them as a gift and have this video that I could post later. So by the time this posts, they likely already have these in their possession. But anyways, a huge thank you to my first subscribers hanging in there with me as I'm figuring this whole YouTube thing out. And a huge thank you to my local meta. So I'm actually making a few gifts for some great players in the local meta who I think do a great job at trying to grow the community and at being stewards for the game, sort of thing, locally. Being very welcoming to new players, all this kind of stuff. So as a thank you to several great, I can't make, there are several that I would like to make altars for, but I chose a few key, friends, as well as my first subscribers, of course. So anyways, I'll show those in a second. We also had our pro quest today. So I posted my first short showing the gold foil being open. That was quite exciting. So check that one out. I'll try and link it if I haven't already. So let's take a look at what I've made. These two next cards are again for some great guys from the local meta. My basically first subscribers, the ones that you'll see posting, interacting with the videos. So as a thank you, I made them these altars. These are their favorite heroes, or the ones that they've, I think it's safe to say that's their favorite heroes, the ones that they play most frequently. This one will look familiar. I've made a Rhinar similar to this one for myself. This time, a mini Shadowbox altar like the ones I've been making recently, just 3 deep. I mean, why mess with perfection, right? I went with Smash Instinct in the back. Ground again, foil, Smash Instinct, so you get that kind of, I can't really catch the light there, but you get this foil sort of blood splat look in the back, which I think contrasts really nicely in terms of the colors and everything with young Rhinar here in the middle layer. Then just a border at the front, okay? So border, middle layers, Rhinar, back layers, the foil for the background. Text box is 1 deep. Rhinar's name box or whatever text box, or his name is typed out there, is 1 deep as well. Because this is a thank you for essentially, subscribing to the channel, interacting, helping me out as I'm getting my feet wet here in the YouTube world. I signed these ones as with the channel name here, Zen. So hopefully they appreciate that. It won't hurt my feelings either if you want to scratch that out with a toothpick. Totally fine. It's just painted on there. So same deal with the old M. This one is actually 4 deep for another friend of mine here, local meta, again, interacting, commenting, one of my first subscribers. So thank you very much to the both of you. You know who you are. Anyways, Oldham, his favorite hero, 4 deep this time. The reason it's 4 deep over 3, I have my foil background again, an ice, I can't remember the name of the card, but it goes well with, the overall ice theme, light white theme, elemental theme. So icy background there, foil background. Oldham, and my partner actually suggested after the fact, which was a really good idea, the shield should also be forward. So this one would actually probably be ideal if it was a 5 or 6 layer shadow box, but foil background, Oldham. I had to provide the 4th layer because this guy, the little horned monster thing, creature thing that Oldham is about to smash with his hammer, needs to be in the foreground. So this is essentially the 4th layer. The creature there is sitting 1 ahead of Oldham. Ideally, I would have the creature, the shield, in front of Oldham, and then the foil background. So this, if I were to do it again, I would probably do it at least 5, if not 6 deep. And then the frontmost layer is just the border again. Okay, so Oldham text box also 1 deep, as well as the card text there. Same deal, because this is a thank you for well, not only being a great player in the local meta, a personal thank you for being one of my first subscribers and interacting with the videos and all that, hanging in there with me. So signed with the channel name there. I made another one. I have plans to make a couple more for some locals, one specifically in mind, but this is the last one that I made this week. A Dromai for another good friend of mine who I ended up, we ran a lot of reps for to prepare for ProQuest and things like that. So another great player locally. He ended up actually winning the Pro Tour invitation. So he took our ProQuest and we'll be going to Pro Tour. So congrats to him. But yeah, I made this Dromai. He's been playing a lot of Dromai. He was thinking about playing or bringing Dromai to the ProQuest, but we have a very, very aggro meta, which, there's some rough matchups there anyways. So I made him this Dromai just as a thank you. And Dromai, just wanted to play around with this hero as well. Kind of fun. So this one also just 3 deep. 4 deep this one as well, right? Excuse me, yeah, 4 deep. So foil background, something sandy, illusionist from Uprising. Dromai. Then her opponent here, whatever they're playing, chess, checkers, I don't know, not chess, I don't know, some sort of game. But her opponent here is 1 forward as well. So I kind of had to bring that table as well as him forward. So that's that 4th layer. Tried to preserve some of her swirly, dusty shenanigans that she's playing around with there, as well as her little dragon friend in the right corner. Those are all the 1 layer above the foil, then her opponent, and then the border. So Draconic border here. Again, I think I borrowed this border. This border might actually come from a Phi, so I cut out Draconic Illusionist hero because I wanted the Illusionist obviously to be there. But I don't know if Sam Yang was responsible for the art for Dromai. I think it is Phi. So might have borrowed this border from somebody else. That's something I do frequently. As long as it's the border that represents the hero. So the last altar I made this past week, working on a couple other things. I'm falling behind on music for these videos, so I gotta do some writing and some recording before I can post some more. But yeah, I also, the only thing I posted, I guess, last week now was that short from the PQ. So we had our PQ that I was prepping for. I do want to post videos regularly here on the channel, but because of the PQ, and because of, I was working on this kind of stuff, also working on some music for these videos, but I was also working to get my socials up. So I'm now on Twitter and Instagram, so you can follow me there, all the same at Zen State Fab. So you can look me up, follow me there. So I focused on getting my socials up this week. So I'll try and get back into a regular schedule of posting videos for YouTube moving forward. Once I get some more music in my back pocket as well for the background. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. I'm going to let you go for now, and I'm sure we will chat again very soon, okay? Cheers, everybody. Take care.